Hey everybody, I just wanted to give an update. A lot of great things have happened more recently, and just as a forewarning that this might be a good 10-minute live video, but after this, everything is really going to change in terms of my frequency of posts as well. I'm sure some people even unfollow me, and that's okay. Um, but what I wanted to do is just kind of tell you about some of the good news that has happened. So I wanted to first tell everybody thank you so much for everything that all the support, all the GoFundMe donations, everything has been absolutely overwhelming, and like I said in the post, I can't put into words how grateful I am for the help I've received. One of the hardest things to do is to ask for help and then receive help. But first of all, the car update, as I posted, thanks to Eric McSpearin, like I said, go White Sox, Independent League White Sox, and to be able to do that for somebody is just unbelievable. So I am still currently looking for a ride from the Des Moines area to the Dubuque area on possibly Sunday to pick up that car, and so that's great news. And thank you again for Eric, or to Eric, for that. The next update is housing, and that's been a struggle to get the appropriate housing through actually primary health care was gonna offer me that housing assistance, but they needed to verify that I was homeless, and so there was a lot of hoops to jump through that eventually I know that I probably wouldn't end up receiving that housing, but I do have a friend of a friend who has taken me in, so I am no longer on the streets, and so that's exciting, and so it's going to be a great opportunity for me to get on my feet. And so another update is the job update. I received a job offer, and this is all happening in just days. It's unbelievable. And so I did receive a job offer, and I do start on August 1st. So now I have a car, hopefully coming up soon. I have a place to stay temporarily until I can get on my feet. And I do have employment now starting on August 1st. So very, very excited about that. One of the things that I wanted to talk about is my continued plan. It's vital to my own recovery that I continue to do the things that I've been doing with the advocacy for homelessness, the homeless out there, as well as for borderline personality disorder awareness. Obviously, my life's going to change, and I'm going to be much more busy, and I'm not going to be able to devote all the time that I was out there. I mean, a lot of it was staying, about staying busy, and obviously getting out of myself, which has really changed my life forever, and it really opened up some character flaws that I was not even aware of until I went through what I've been through out there, and it hasn't been that long. It seems like it was years, but it was not that long that I was out there. We're talking weeks. So so that's a big thing. I don't think there is, as human beings, we don't have, I don't believe in selfless acts. I mean, what I'm doing for the homeless is, and for the BPD awareness is for other people, but I get something out of that, and that's a lot of gratitude and the feeling to give back. And also, like I said, it's vital to my own recovery because of lack of resources. I am going through the therapy appointments, and so I'm doing those things as well. But this is critical for me. So what I'm going to do from this point forward is I'm making the commitment to everybody out there and to myself that I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because, like I said, it's critical. I am going to go down once a week to I'm going to build relationships or build a commitment or an agreement with 4 businesses, and so I'll deliver food hopefully once a week down to the homeless after 6 p.m. and I'll just have a standard day that I go down, and I'm also going to be offering some other if it's developing relationships with a salon and maybe one haircut per month. I'm going to also offer free job coaching, and that'll be once a week. So it's not like I'll be delivering food once a week every week. It might be food one week. Maybe I'm helping somebody with job coaching and help them get on their feet because that's my area of expertise, or maybe a donation of a bike or a haircut or something like that. From this point forward, I'll go live. I'm not going to be on here every day or 2 days like I've been, obviously, but I am going to come on once a week, and it'll be a certain day and time that I'll go on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to talk about some of the struggles of borderline personality disorder. I'm going to continue to maybe even a little bit of education, take one of the criteria under the DSM, and just talk about that a little bit and what that really means. Because a lot of people don't know. They might read the DSM and the criteria, but I'm going to talk about some of the experiences I've had with that. So just a little bit of education, maybe a 10-minute video once a week, and because I think it's important to do so. And then also just once a month, I will go down to Sculpture Park like I did this last week. And with Sculpture Park, it is that was a great experience. That's the video that was posted from the social media company on my page. I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to do it just once a month. So I have to make sure that I'm obviously taking care of myself, providing for myself and my family, but at the same time, it is critical that I continue to do these things. I also have a lot of other ideas and projects that are going to be more long term, and it's something that I know I'm just going to have to pick away at, and it's something is something that I think is also critical to my ongoing recovery and just to give back. So I know some people have been concerned about taking on too much, and I understand that, especially with my disorder and how many times I built a life and tore it down. But I do feel I am a different person today, and I feel I'm able to handle this and take this on with the ongoing support, especially. So I understand where people are coming from, where they think that maybe I'm doing I'm shooting too high, but like I said, one of my favorite mottos is know your limitations, then defy them. And that's important for me because I've been told by myself my entire life, and sometimes by others, that I'm limited to what I can do, and that's not acceptable for me anymore. So I need balance, of course, but I need to keep moving with this. Just an update on the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe, I am after tonight, I am cutting the GoFundMe account, or withdrawing, or technically withdrawing the money. It could take up to a week to do so. But I of course it's going to take a while to get out of my financial mess, even with a job coming up. I don't get paid for a month, and also the vehicle and housing. It's still going to take a while, but I really feel that everybody out there that has donated and been supportive. I mean, you've got me to this point, and it's going to be an uphill battle, but I'm going to take it from here. So I appreciate all the donations and everything, but I will stop the GoFundMe immediately after the live feed here. One of the things that I did want to share real quick is, for the first time in my life, I came out as atheist, as you know, just not that long ago, within a couple weeks. And in my life, I've had I've had times of where I was a believer, most of my life an agnostic, and then part of my life as an atheist. And I did want to share that through all the experiences that I've had, it's eerie, and it's one of those things that there was a lot of things that I just can't deny, and it has shaken up my atheistic views, is the best way to put it. I can't come on here and being 100% honest and say I am a believer yet, but it has shaken up my views. And honestly, it kind of upset me at first because I'm so stubborn, and I thought I knew this, everything in the terms of spirituality, but there's too much to ignore, too many coincidences, and so that's a good thing there. But just lastly, the pressures and emotions that go along with what's happening now. I mean, there's good things, like I said, with everything going on lately. These are all positive things, but at the same time, there is a lot of pressure. There are days where I do need to, maybe need to step back. There are days that I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm gonna feel like all this, I can't handle it. It's too much. And even when I'm stable, that's the type of emotions, and that's I still have borderline personality disorder, and I will for the rest of my life. It's an incurable disorder, and dealing with this with raw emotions, and and not covering that up, I'm going to have bad days, and I'm going to have, I'm going to take 2 steps back, but hopefully come back and take 4 steps forward. So it's one of those things that that's probably the hardest part to all of this is just the pressure to keep this up, especially since I kind of went public with things. But I think that's critical that people know, and people see not just the good and not just all the positives, but what this deadly disorder can do to people very quickly. And it could, I always have to have my guard up, and I have to be prepared for, the intensity of emotions and the freight train of emotions that hit me at times, even when good things happen. So, that's one thing that I'm going to be working through therapy, and try to, get the tools, and coping skills that I've been lacking for so long. And I need to do that in order for me not to tear my life down. I need to be able to continue with my BPD awareness mission and advocacy for the homeless. This is something that is critical. So it's all, one big formula. It's something that I've got to do all these things together. I can't just do one of these things. I can't just get on my feet and then decide that everything I've experienced in the last 2 weeks is meaningless, because it's not. It has literally changed my life forever. I am a totally different person, and yes, go Cubs, Scott Thomas. But it has changed my life for the best, and I'm glad I went through what I went through. Like I said, it seemed like it was a year out there. So I've been saying I wish everybody had the opportunity to just get rid of everything they have and go onto the streets and talk to people and talk to the homeless and live like the homeless for just 1 week in your life. And I guarantee it will change your life. So one of the things that I guess I want to sign off with is, it's real as with the pressures and the emotions of BPD. There's many times where I feel, like I'm not worth it, and there's a lot of shame and guilt from everything that's happened over my lifetime. But on the flip side, with a lot of attention and a lot of positive feedback, and I'm just being honest, I can have an inflated ego just as quickly. I can go from hating myself to feeling like I can conquer the world, and that ego is just enlarged very quickly. So one of the things that I need to be careful of is that balance, and one of the mottos that I've been saying to myself every day, and actually even after every time I give food or get even praise from somebody, it's just natural instinct for me to say, stay small, stay humble, and do the next right thing. And if I live by that motto every day, I think I'm going to be fine, as long as I have everybody's back and support through this. So again, I'm going to only be on about once a week for the Go Live, and I'm going to do some education and kind of an ongoing diary of how things are going in my world, and that's about it. So again, thank you for everything. It feels great to have some of these goals accomplished in my life, and thanks for joining in and listening, and I will be in touch with everybody soon. So go Cubs.